my phone rang, and I picked it up. It was my mom. She said, "Your dad is dead." And I said, "Okay, I'll call you back." And I hung up. Girl who was in the room with me at the time said, "What happened?" I said, "My dad died." Kristen was on the other bed, and he said, "Dad's dead?" I said, "Dad's dead." And then we just sat there quiet for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I said to Tristan, "Well, let's get ready and let's go do this show." And he said, "Are we still doing it?" I said, "Yeah." I don't see the advantage of canceling our commentating contract. Like they flew us here from England. At the time, I wasn't living in Romania. I think I was living in England. And we went, and we did the show, and we commentated on the entire show, head to toe. After the show, we went back to the room. And then the girl I was with, she was like, "Oh, is there anything I can do?" I was like, "No." "Is there anything I can help?" I'm like, "No." I was very irritable. She kept asking me if I'm okay, and it was pissing me off. I was like, "Can you just sleep somewhere else? Just leave me alone, because you can't resurrect my father, and you just keep asking me questions, and you're pissing me off." So she left the room. And the next day I woke up, and my inbox on Facebook was flooded with stories from people who knew my dad. So that was actually very nice for me to read all these stories of people I'd never heard of. People were like, "Hi, you don't know who I am, but I was in the military with your father," or "I met your father at a chess tournament." And they told me all these amazing stories of my father doing these incredible things. My dad held the Air Force record for the fastest assimilation of a foreign language. He learned Russian from 0 to fluent in 2 weeks, including the Cyrillic alphabet, everything. And a guy sent me a message saying, "Nobody is going to understand when you tell people how smart your father was." But I just want to tell you a quick story that when I joined the military, I was already fluent in Russian, and I lived with my Russian wife who spoke Russian. And within 2 weeks, your father was correcting my Russian. It was incredible. And Emrite, E.T., everyone called him E.T. like an alien. Said, and they told me all these stories. Some kids in Africa contacted me. Some kid in Africa contacted me, saying, "I can't get hold of your dad. He's not responding. He's not responding." I'm like, "Who are you?" Like, "Oh, your dad was paying for my lessons in chess, and your dad was sending me money." I didn't know my dad was sending this kid money, so I sent this kid some money. So this was kind of sobering. It was quite refreshing for me to read all these nice stories about him and to know that so he made an impact on so many people's lives. And the fact that he died while playing chess gave me huge solace. I was happy that he died at a chessboard. That's how he should have died. A warrior's death. That's the best death I could have ever hoped for him.